Welcome to the Make You Crunch podcast. I'm your host, Mrpr3zz, and we got...
And I'm DJ Code.
DJ Code is in the building.
Yes,
and if
sir.
this is your first time here on the podcast, welcome. Welcome. We talk about the news that's happening in your city, in your town, and you need to know this news. And the only way for you to know this news is to come to the Make You Crunch podcast with Mrpr3zz and DJ Code.
That's right.
And
Welcome
guess
to
what?
it. What we got going on?
It's time to get into that juice.
Oh, as usual.
It's the Make You Crunch show. Get into that juice. How are you doing?
Well, number one, happy 2025. We made it.
We made it.
We done made it.
Y2K. It did not hit.
No.
Do you remember that era?
Yeah. Well, yes.
You were a baby.
I was a baby. I heard about it though.
Okay.
I did hear about it. It was like a second. It was like a in passing. You know.
It was. It was a scary time. Everyone's just like on edge because we thought all the electricity was going. Let me tell you, I'm old.
Yeah.
I'm old school. I was there.
Yeah.
We thought the electricity.
Where were you
was
in Y2K?
Right. We were scared that electricity was going out. Our phones were going to go out. Everything was just going to be in shambles. But we made it.
We made it.
Somebody lied to us.
Right. Yeah.
But how are you doing this 2025?
Dude, I'm doing good. I'm getting ready to actually head overseas. So we've got a few days left here in the States, and then we jump back on the tour bus. So, yeah, man.
So I have to go overseas soon.
You do?
Did you get...
Where you going?
I don't think I can say it.
Oh, dang.
It has not been announced.
All right, tell me after the podcast is done.
You just forgot.
Wait, I think I actually do know where you're going.
Did you get all your shots?
No, nobody needs shots.
You don't need shots?
Heck no.
I guess where you go, you don't need shots. Where I'm going, I need like 3 or 4 shots.
Dang, wait, hold up. Where you going? Now I'm confused. I thought...
Oh, yeah.
I feel like I know where you're going, but if I guess it, then it's said. So I won't guess it.
No guess. I'll tell you after, though.
All right, yeah, no, but I know I don't need no shot. No,
no shots.
I'm a Christian. I believe in Jesus.
Oh.
Yes. Nobody need no shots. Got the shot of this Bible.
All
shot of this Lord.
Got it all in your system.
Hallelujah. Yeah, no, I'm doing well, man. I'm doing well.
That's good.
Everybody was sick.
Oh.
I got a little snivelly as well.
Did you?
Mm-hmm. But we came out the other side.
Oh, that's good.
How about you, man?
I'm not doing well. Thank you for asking. Even this podcast, I don't have anything for this episode.
We set up all these cameras and
we set up everything for this episode.
So we're just gonna talk about life.
We're just gonna talk about life.
Dang.
Because it's been tough. Okay. Like going from December into January, like it's been rough.
Okay.
And I wanted to take this episode and not tell you.
Yeah, seriously. I'm like, this is actually a surprise to me right now. Okay, no, hold up. No, stop talking. The problem is to me is that you held the iPad.
I did.
Like you were going to play this whole part of doing this thing, and now I'm all up and irritated because I'm not prepared.
You ain't prepared. You never know what you're going to get on the Make You Crunch show.
Hey, man.
But yeah, I want to talk about just life. Like on Instagram, on social media in general, as an influencer, we do perceive a good life.
That is true.
We perceive that everything is going well.
Yeah,
in life.
Very true.
So I wanted to take. This is the first episode of the year, I believe.
No, there's one. Oh no, it is.
Yeah, this is the first episode of the year. So I wanted to take this one and say just talk about Mrpr3zz.
Okay.
Or real name, James White.
Oh, dang.
Just because, like a lot of people see me online. A lot of people have been following me of the funny videos that I do, or even just the podcast. Like people just following because it's funny news. But this is different news now. This is Mrpr3zz news. This is James White.
Right. I feel like I can go home. I can take off.
No, you're good. And I want you
some tacos.
I want you to be here too because this is some of the stuff I haven't told anybody. And this is stuff that I feel like needs to be shared as a content creator, as a person who is influenced on social media with the youth.
Right.
with those who are looking up to me.
Fact.
Stuff is real.
Hey, man.
Stuff is real.
That's
Life
a fact.
is real. It hits you when it hits you.
And it hits you all at once.
It does. All at once.
Yeah.
So to get into this, right, I started social media back in 2021. And that's around when COVID and things like that was going off, and I was planning a tour with going into music. And
Man, I remember that.
yeah, I was planning a tour going into music, and it just like everything shut down, and I couldn't plan the tour. First of all, I wasn't even getting paid to do this tour. But
Now, sorry, were you touring? Were you going to tour under somebody, or was it your
it was
headlining
just me
tour?
by myself.
Okay.
There was few artists that I would like invite to come.
Yeah.
I know. Shout out to Edify. He came to one of the tour stops. It was in, I think, it was in Muskegon. And I had a couple of friends at different other tour stops too. And I went to Ohio. Like I was traveling, like different states and in Michigan. It wasn't just Michigan. But I was planning that, and then it just shut down. And I was like, okay, what else can I do? I know I'm an entertainer. I know that I liked to act. I did acting all in high school. I don't know if you knew that, but
I knew a little bit.
a little bit. But I did acting all in high school. I got a scholarship.
I didn't know that.
Got a little. It was $50. It wasn't a lot.
Boy, it was a gift card to Starbucks. That's what that was.
Dude, but that was the only one, and I think that was the first scholarship that they ever done at the school too. And the school didn't have that much money anyway, but it was something, right? Never spent it, so they probably still got that money. I need my check.
That's hilarious.
But I'm grateful for the opportunity because it made me who I am today online. But from there, I was able to just like figure out what am I doing like in life, in social media. And I also had a family too, 2 girls and a wife at that time. And I learned the algorithm for like 3 months. I seen that there was influencers starting to pop off. Started learning the algorithm, and then started like 3 months into COVID where I started gaining followers, and taking what I've learned those 3 months and researching, which is not easy.
No, it's not.
Research is taking a long time.
That's a
you
fact.
have to sit and watch a video or read something.
Well, it's literally called research. You have to research something
do.
several times.
And I figure like we are lazy. We don't want to research anything. We just want it to come and be there.
That's a fact.
And we just want to pick up and go.
That's a fact.
You can't do that.
Yep. Change yourself in 2025, people.
Change yourself. But I was able to learn a lot in those 3 months and take what I've learned and apply it. So I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do on social media, but I wanted to do something. So I tried gaming, right? Played a game, Call of Duty I was doing.
I remember that. Yeah.
Fortnite I was trash at. Even Call of Duty, I'm still trash, but I like to play. But that didn't work out, right? Like I tried and like, okay, this ain't working out. So then I seen that people were doing like research and learning videos because the algorithm love teaching other people different and new things. So I took the time out of trying to do that, research some topics. Did not work. Did not work for me. Don't know why. The next thing I tried was ASMR.
I remember that. That was a dark time of my life too, man. I had to hear your post, man.
So I was doing ASMR videos, and that did not work. Like I did a few in like for maybe 2 or 3 weeks. It did not work. But what I seen and learned from ASMR and from learning videos, that no one was putting them together. So I was like, okay, let me try that. Because one thing that I researched was you want to find something that you love to do. One thing I like to do is eat.
Facts.
Another thing I like to do is learn and learn new things. And that's why I like research. Yes, it's hard, but it's something that I enjoy doing and finding out new information. So I took that time out, put those 2 videos together, those two concepts together, excuse me. And then the first video I posted hit like 2,000 views. Don't seem like it's a lot.
Okay, let's not down 2,000 views now. Some of us in the room.
I know. But some people out there be like, that ain't nothing.
Right.
That is a lot. 2,000 people in one room is a lot.
That's a lot of people.
But that was a lot to me because I was a small creator, just starting off with like 200 followers. And then the next video that I posted, and this was on TikTok. The next video that I posted went to 10,000 views. And then I gained 1,000 followers. I was like, oh, we may got something here.
Right. Facts.
So I started posting the exact same thing. And that very second video that I post went to 100,000 views. And then the videos that I were posting consistently like that video was getting up to 100,000, 200,000 views as well, which at the end gained me over 100,000 followers on today.
Right.
So it took a lot of time, a lot of research for me to get to that point. In that point of me doing TikTok and Instagram and Facebook, my marriage was failing. Like there was a lot of stuff that was going on in my personal life that I needed assistance with and I'm not going to say everything that happened in the marriage because everybody don't need to know everything.
That's mind your business, people. Mind your business.
And respect to her as well because she's a great mother and a great person. But there was a lot of stuff that was going between me and her. And it was tough because social media can always get in the way. Like you can always put something first and not know how to manage it. And that's one thing that I didn't know how to do because it's new for me, right? It's new for me getting followers. It's new for me getting and posting content consistently. And it was tough because I didn't know how to manage it. I did take time, like there was months where I did take time in scheduling when I'm going to be actually posting or creating this content. So it made it more easier for me to manage my time and the time with my family and the kids and things like that. But it still wasn't going well. Like it still was frustration in the house. So much where till now we're not together anymore. So now we have 2 kids and we're not together. So it's tough right now. And that's why I wanted to do this. And this is going to be a short episode in itself, but I want to let y'all know, like, it was tough going through that. And then now I'm going through child support. And during the marriage, like, yes, there was stuff that I did, but it was something that happened that I didn't do that was like, okay, I need to get out of this. And I was the person to get out of it, right? And now I feel like it's still weighing on me now because I have to be the one to pay child support, but I was the one to get out of the situation. So now with this on my head and knowing that I have to pay this, it takes away from a lot of stuff. Like I'm wanting to do stuff with the kids this year in 2025. I want to do and go places and take them to California because they haven't seen my parents in a while, and I wanted to take them there. This is a deficit now I'm paying, and this is the amount. I don't know if I can say the amount. I'm not going to say the amount. It's still up in the air if I have to pay it or not.
Right.
But it is a significant amount that I have to pay. And it takes away from me trying to enjoy my time with the kids that I have. And it's very upsetting. And I didn't want to go another day without letting people know what's happening in my life. I feel like I said, it's showing a different perception online than it is what's really happening in the home. And this is something that is really happening to me, and I never thought that would happen. Because it was going good. It was going well as far as like communicating and talking. And then all of a sudden, you smack with this.
Right.
And then the other thing too, as I mentioned, as a social media influencer, I was posting still consistently and still growing followers. I think close to the end of last year, I was at 155,000 followers on Instagram. and then all of a sudden my page got wiped.
Man, I remember you saying that.
So I'm like, it's so much happening.
Right.
And this was all in December.
Right. Yeah, that's a fact.
So I'm just like, it was so much just waiting on me. And we was doing the podcast and shooting the episodes. It was like, this was all happening while I was getting content together for us. So it was tough. So that's why I say it's not going well right now.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's okay for it not to go well, because you can learn within that.
Well, it's okay not to be okay, you know. Yeah. And I guess let me ask a couple questions.
Yeah.
Because, you know, we are doing a podcast, and I feel like I've sat here now enough, and now I want to say something. So
ask away.
So how have you seen like the Lord work through these situations? Like, you know, and I know some things that I don't even know if I can say technically on camera, so I won't go into it. But like, you know, how have you seen the Lord kind of work through your situation a little bit? Like, have you seen your family grow from that? Have you grown? Have you stepped away? Like, you know, like these are all real things that we're talking about. So,
Yeah, I think it has, having good people around you has helped.
Appreciate
I haven't
that.
told.
Thank you, chat. Appreciate that.
I haven't told a lot of people about it, and which is okay.
Yeah.
But those who I have told has helped me through it. Even with God, like there's times where I do question. Like we do question it. What are you going to help me in this situation? Is it something that that I can't do without you, and I know I can't do it without you, so how can I see yourself in this situation? Right. So I feel like this season that I am in is something that there's others that are going through it as well, and he's using me as a person of influence that's on social media.
Come on.
No, I don't have 1 million followers, but I have some kind of following, and there's others out there my age or even younger or older who are going through the same thing and questioning. But I feel like in my situation, I am able to voice that over social media to say there is a better side to it. There is something in the reason why you're going through this for you to reach that end point. And I feel like God is all in it. I just have to be patient. We all like to rush things. We all like to speed ahead. Press fast forward is what we want to do.
That's true. That's true.
But we have to take a pause on life. Sometimes God pauses you on purpose. You don't want to be paused, but he will pause you on purpose. Everything's going well. Hold on. You forgot about me.
Oh.
Hold on, sir.
You ain't wrong, man.
What are you doing?
Right.
Pump your brakes.
No, I think you're right. No, I know you're right. It's very true, and I'm glad because you know there's like two paths when it comes to this. Like you can, because I know a lot of people that have gone through similar situations or different, just hard situations in general. Yeah, and just end up leaving. You know, and just like, oh, well, God ain't here, so I'm out. Yeah. You know, God never promised in his Bible that it was going to be all fun and hunky dory and you know all that. Like you know, and so I'm glad that you've been able to work through that and see God in the situation. Yeah, and you know, you learn through these hard times that. Yeah, no, God likes to press pause sometimes. And we need to just sit back. And, you know, they say in our business, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. You know what I'm saying? So, and, you know, the thing that my mom and dad always told me is that you have to look for the big picture, right? It's like a puzzle. Like, you know, so you might only have a portion of the puzzle. And what you have to do is you have to, like, get up and look at the puzzle from above. And I'm like, that from above for me is like, when I get up to heaven, I can look at the whole puzzle and be like, oh, that's what you was doing in that time. Like, you know, so yeah, man, no, that's awesome. I mean, it's not, but, you know, but, like, I'm glad you're getting stronger in your faith, you know, and sometimes it's what it takes. So
yeah, it does take that. And I feel like, for me, even moving, cause I used to work in a secular job and now I work at a church. I feel like from that transfer from there to where I'm at now helped out too, because I feel like if I was still in a secular job, like I could probably easily just walk away from it, right? Walk away from God, not walk away from the job.
Right, yeah, right. We got to get that money.
But I could have easily walked away from it. But I feel like that transition of me from working there to the church helped out a lot, because now I still have a church family that's around me that can help out as well. And not a lot of people have that. Like, not a lot of people that are going through divorce or going through child support or have those circles around them.
Right.
So it is definitely tough, and it was tough. Even, and now to share this too, even when I had, like, before the court date of them telling me about child support, like, I wanted to make sure I had time with just the kids, and I was able to, like, take them to a hotel. We went downtown at a place, and, like, went to see Santa and things like that. Like, I wanted to spend more time with them right now before I would have to spend child support and pay that out.
I see what you're saying.
Because I don't know, it was just me, like, I don't know when the next time I'll be able to do this with them, because I have to pay so much out.
Right.
And it was tough at that point. And I cried. Like, I literally, like, fed them dinner, and I was like, man, this is tough.
Right, yeah.
This is tough. I don't know if this is going to be the last time that I'm able to do something with them. So it was just rough, like, in 2024.
Yeah,
going
man.
into 2025.
Yeah, for sure.
To where I am now. So it's still a reoccurring thing right now. I'm figuring out what's going to happen. I still get to see them every day, but it's just like, it's tough because I am a good father, and there's, sadly enough, terrible fathers out there that don't even want to see their kids.
True.
But here I am, a person who wants to see them, wants them to take them, places, want to spend more time with them. Now I'm hit with something I'm not even gonna be able to do anything with them.
Right.
So
yeah, man, that's tough. And like, the verse, and I don't have kids or not in your situation, but the verse that always came to my mind was Matthew 28:20. It's the last part. And it says, "For I will be with you always, even till the end of the age." And I'm like, that verse for me has stuck with me throughout the years. And like, yeah, man, I just want to be able to encourage you with that. It's just, it's a lot. So yeah, I'm always praying for you. I know people that listen to the podcast. We praying for you too. I know a few people already that listen to the podcast that like already do pray for you. But no. But yeah, man, no.
I appreciate everyone who has, like, followed, and it's still a story that's still untold, or it's unwritten still.
It's like, unfolding, as we go.
It's still unfolding in front of our eyes. So I'm a positive person. I've never been mad or upset.
Right.
Like, I don't even seem like a person to get mad at anything.
Yeah, you're so positive. I didn't even know we were shooting this podcast today.
But I just, like, I keep that. I don't want to get into a mental state of depression. And I know that's a deep and heavy thing for a lot of people.
Yeah.
And one thing that helps me to get out of that depression state is going to the weight room. Like,
you have been going there quite a bit.
I just put all my frustration into those weights.
Yeah.
Those weights got all the depression.
Yeah, man.
And I come out feeling good.
That's what it is.
And looking good.
Yeah, you come out looking swole. I ain't gonna hold you. I saw your mirror pic the other day. I was like, dang. Right.
But yeah, this is how I deal with my mental depression. A lot of people will have to go to therapy. Like, I went to therapy in marriage. I haven't went to therapy as a single person, and I feel like I should, and I know that my insurance can't cover it.
Oh, yeah.
So there will be a time where I will go to therapy. Right now, Planet Fitness is my therapy.
No, this is my therapy. Looking at a bunch of cameras. Yeah, no, that's very true.
Yeah,
very
it's a definite thing. So if you're out there, I want to put this message out there, and you're dealing with stuff, go see somebody, go talk to somebody. Friends, yeah, they can be okay. Some of them are fake, You ain't gonna lie to you.
He looked at me 3 times during when he said this.
I was trying to get your approval for it.
Yeah.
There are fake friends out there.
Yeah. Lots of fake
Even in
friends.
this podcast, like, I feel like
I'm the only one here.
No, not. I'm talking about people who listen.
Oh, I'm like, what?
People that listen to this podcast, because it's going to be a real thing that I'm opening up about.
Mm-hmm.
Are going to be people that never listen to the podcast, but see that there's something wrong with you.
Facts.
And they'll come and see, oh, let me see what happened.
Right, just for that drama.
If there's something good that's going on, look what he's doing. Swipe.
Yeah. Oh, all the time, dude. I get it all the time.
He got how many followers? Swipe.
Yeah, facts.
It's like, why would you want to see what's happening that's depressing to somebody rather than seeing the joy that he has?
Yeah, that's good though.
That's weird to me, but it's humans. We're humans, and we like the drama. Mm-hmm. That's why TV shows do well.
That's why I have never seen The Bachelor in my life. Wink, 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 wink,
wink, wink,
wink, wink. Yeah,
but you know, I know it's been down and out, and I know you were prepared. Or would you rather?
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it this episode. It's too weird. I'm not doing it. I will wait till the next. I will wait till next episode. I'm gonna wait till next week.
Okay. Well, we won't have a would you rather this week, but I appreciate y'all. Listen, yes, I'm going through a lot as a creator, but there is a way that you can help out. There's merch.
Oh,
there is merch that you can purchase that will help out a small creator for this podcast as well. For DJ Code, he comes in, gas is paid on him.
You darn right it is.
But it helps us to expound ourselves to reach more people. Because I want to keep this podcast as positive as I can. Because there's a lot of people. And the reason I created this podcast, since we're talking about a lot of stuff, the reason why I created this podcast is because there's people out there like me that work at factories. Like, I worked at a factory for 3 to 5 years. And
he worked there so long he forgot how many years, man.
It was 3 to 5. It was somewhere in that time frame. But it was a long time. Once I moved out of my parents' house, I started working in a factory. But when I was working in a factory, I was listening to music, to radios. Like, I wished back then there was podcasts that could be more informative of news, funny news, like keep my day and, happy while I'm doing this work, that I know that there's a better alternative in life out there for me.
I wish you would.
So I'm working here just to get some money. And that's what I was doing. I was just working there to grab some money, to know what my different purpose was in life. And now I'm sitting in front of cameras.
There you go.
But I wish I had podcasts to listen to that was positive. And that's why I created this podcast.
Right.
And that's why I wanted you, and I'm glad that you accepted being a co-host on the podcast, because I would have been doing this myself. Yeah. And I didn't want that.
Right. You got to have friends in your life.
You got to have friends.
You got to have friends that'll sacrifice that gas for you.
Oh, yeah.
Well, and before we end out and get out of here with this podcast, let me ask you one last question.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, your Instagram page was wiped.
Oh, yeah.
So now where can people find you? Because is it the same name or is it the...
That's a good question.
Yeah.
It's Mrpr3zz. So it's Mrpr3zz.
So it's Mrpr3zz.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's Mrpr3zz.
And what was it previously, Mrpr3zz?
It was just Mrpr3zz. Even if you type in Mrpr3zz, it's Mrpr3zz will pop up.
Yeah. Not a spam account.
Not a spam account.
All right.
But yeah, appreciate you all for listening in. Hope you are encouraged. I hope you all follow and listen to the next podcast, because the next episode will not be this.
Well, it could be my story. You never know.
Oh, we could do your story.
Hey, now.
We did Mrpr3zz story. Now we got to do DJ Code.
Hey, talk to me after I get back from a third world country.
Oh, I got you.
You're going to cry a little bit on the podcast.
We appreciate you all. Thank you for following and subscribe. And we'll see you all next week.